Sorry, guys, I was running late. Welcome to Saturday. For those of you that work every day, like me, it's just another day in the week. I've been up a few hours, and honestly, I'm like everybody else. I'm on the GameStop frenzy. I'm not gonna lie; it has consumed a lot of my free time this week. I am in on a trade. Excuse me. The reason I was late this morning, guys, I needed more coffee. I am in on the trade, but I'm on the side of the hedge funds. I'm very long that this thing goes crashing down. Um, you have to understand uh, the way the economy works. Will this stock crash to zero and go bankrupt? I don't think I think they'll keep GameStop alive. I think it's going to become their badge of honor. Uh, but because of the volatility of it all, because of how things are playing out, there is a lot of opportunity to pick up a lot of free money. And I was thinking about it. Like we look at business, we look at our businesses, and some people look for that high volume, uh, big risk reward product. I'm sure you all remember. I mean, if you're here watching me, you're old enough to remember Hatchimals just a few years ago. Remember the frenzy around Hatchimals? Remember the profit that was made around Hatchimals? It was crazy. I mean, it was crazy. What a lot of people don't talk about are the people that got stuck holding these things, trying to sell them, that got shut out of selling them. Sound familiar? GameStop getting shut out just a couple days ago on Robinhood. There's a lot of people that got left holding a bag of Hatchimals. A lot of people made a lot of money on them too. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you get into these things, you know that there's risk involved. Personally, I look for very low risk items to sell. I always talk about granny panties. Granny panties is something that every woman, these cotton briefs, for those that don't know, a granny panty is a cotton brief type thing that women wear. With a lot of material, not this dental floss G-string stuff these girls wear nowadays. Doesn't matter. Granny panties, at some point, every woman wears them. It's a cotton brief. It was made in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 2000, 2010. Now in 2021, guess what? You still can walk into Walmart and buy them. It's a very safe item to buy and sell if you have the right suppliers and are able to market it well enough that you can get traction in sales. It's not an easy market to break into. It's just there's nothing fancy about it. There's no big up in prices. There's no big drops in prices. It just kind of steadily goes along. Socks, those kind of things are safe business moves. Retail arbitrage, OA, that stuff's risky. If you get an IP claim, is your store receipt going to be enough? Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. And, you're at Amazon's beckoning for that. That's how I'm seeing these stock trades that these kids are making. Yeah, I understand. Diamond hands, don't hold. You got hands of diamonds now. Just hold the diamonds and we're going to have more diamonds. Somebody's going to get left holding the bag on these things. But in the meantime, there's a lot of money to be picked up almost free. And that's where I'm at with it. I'm looking at these stocks, man. I'm going, there's some money to be made here. Am I going to risk more than I can lose? No. Um, what kind of positions am I looking at? Honestly, on GameStop, I went long on the puts. This thing's got to come down. This stock's got to come down. I showed my account the other day. I have I just happen to have Robinhood open. My stock has recovered a little. I'm in it. My puts cost me 21 cents. I don't think you can get them again anywhere near that. They're actually cheaper than what I paid for them right now. I bought them at a high, but I wanted in on this trade. I wanted to be in on this trade. It is a social experiment. I want to see where it goes. I want to see how it goes. But I believe within a year, this is a dead story. Nobody will be talking about GameStop 6 months from now. The social media has brought on short-lived big stories. How many people remember what happened January 6th? I'm not saying that we totally forget about it. I mean, if you stop and think, okay, yeah, that's the day they stormed the Capitol. No matter what you feel about it politically, that's what happened on that day. But we don't even hear about it in the news anymore. Right now, it's all GameStop. GameStop. There's still, there was 5 people that lost their lives. One being a law enforcer who was there because he had to be. This is a flash in the pan. Do I know how this ends? Yeah, we all know the end. This stock is going to crash. When it's going to crash, nobody knows. What happens between now and when it crashes, nobody knows. But this stock's going to plummet. There's no way that they're going to keep it. This company's not worth that kind of money. And there's some big players in this who will eventually go, okay, I made enough. I'm out. We've made our statement. It's time to move on. Not saying that what is going on is right or wrong. All I'm saying is, as a business, we always look for opportunities. I think a lot of people are using this as an opportunity to. Silver will run next. I'm not looking for the runners, Scott. I'm really not looking for the runners. Silver may run. I got a couple pounds of silver, silver coins. I may sell if it does run. What I'm looking at are things like, credit put spreads on GameStop. I have puts in GameStop. I have long puts in GameStop. I never got around to it yesterday. I was actually going to look and see if I could pick up a few more. I got busy working in my emails. Never got around to looking. I have 15 contracts, which gives me the right to buy 1,500 shares on a date in the future at a set price. Do I think I'll be able to buy them? No. I am so far out of the money right now that I don't think I'll ever be able to buy them at that price. What I will do is I'll make some money on those shares as the stock comes down. it's as these shares prices come down on GameStop, the value of my put will go up. Once I make enough, I'll be out of it. Um, how much is enough? I don't know. I haven't made a decision. I'm not even profitable yet, so I don't even have to think about that. Now, Monday morning, if the stock starts to drop, because yesterday was a big day with GameStop, guys. It was the end of it was at the end of it's the end of the future for options. A yearly option is January. I heard the dates were somewhere between the 15th and the 21st is usually when the yearly option ends in January. So yesterday was that day that those options expired. Either worth something or worthless. Most places like Robinhood close you out the day before, and they close out your position. Either you win or you lose. You get closed out by Robinhood. I don't understand. I understand how it works. I don't understand all the lingo. I've actually thought about doing a boomer show about stocks. If you want me to do a boomer show on stocks, leave a comment. I'm thinking about doing it from my point of view on what these kids are doing and where I see safe moves in the market for an old guy like me that doesn't want to gamble. I'm not looking for a YOLO, guys. I am not looking to put $5,000 on something like GameStop at $11. I'm not looking for it at $4. I'm not looking for it at $20. I'm not looking for it at $400. I use TD Ameritrade for my private account. I use Robinhood for when I'm going to open it up and play. I do a lot of playing around, guys. I like to gamble on my stocks. I love gambling on stocks. But I look for the quick hits. I get in on Apple on a credit spread and it moves 20 cents. I take my 20 cents and run. I like the play. I like the action of it. I like the distraction of it from my everyday monotony. That's how I ended up with this. The Amazon problem came up, and just pick up, I pick up a few dollars here, I pick up a few dollars there, I lose a few dollars. I let my accountant talk me into I let my accountant talk me out of one of my favorite stocks. The stock was a penny stock, and I told him about it. Those penny stocks, and it would have went to the moon for me. It was 10x. It was 10x. I've been playing with this stock. It was 50 cents a share. I played around with it from 50 cents to $2. It dropped from $2 to 75 cents. I wanted to buy more. They talked me out of it. They talked me out of buying any more shares when I sold out of my position. The stock is now valued at $22. This was in November. We had the discussion that I had to get out of that stock. I have another one that was undervalued. I actually know the company very well. I know a lot of the senior management. I believe one of them sits on the board for the company. I knew the company was undervalued. I wanted it. It was very cheap before earnings. It's a Halloween company. Um, third quarter earnings were coming out, and everybody thought they got slaughtered because of the costume Halloween market, and that's one of their biggest markets. And I didn't hold the stock. I made a few dollars and sold it, and in the end, it went to $8. So I've picked two penny stocks that I've really liked. That I've really liked the dynamics of the company. I really liked the company, and I let other people talk me out. I will be honest. I had some of my retirement money tied up in both of them, and my accountant and my financial advisor said they are too risky to have your retirement tied up. So I moved out of them and closed them out. That's how I got the two accounts. I'm trying to tell you, a little bit more about me. I try to make weekends a little more about who I am as a person, more than what's going on in the business. I have the two accounts because I don't manage my Ameritrade account. I'm aware of what's going on in it, but I don't manage it. Somebody else manages the money, and I go in and approve it. And my Robinhood is my play account. I cashed out of Robinhood, except for my puts, when they made that play the other day, locking everybody out of GameStop. I didn't think it was fair. Although it benefited me, I did not think it was fair. My puts actually went up because the stock plummeted very quickly to under 200, which I could have sold out, but I didn't. I wasn't happy with the profit, and that's my choice. If I do a stock show, it will not be large sums of money. It will be just for entertainment purposes. I'll talk about what I'm thinking, what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, but I probably won't give exact numbers until after I close out of a position. Because guys, I showed you my Robinhood the other day. My stock was my put was worthless, absolutely worthless. I could not have sold it at a penny. I checked several markets. The ask on it was zero. They have to show, I believe they have to show something above zero for me to ask. I can't just give it away on the market. They'll just let it close out on its own instead of taking zero and giving somebody else a free ride at a shot for money, which makes sense. So I put $300 in it, but went straight to zero. So you guys got to understand that that's a little more risky. What I do see right now are credit put spreads on all the stuff that these in the social media. And basically, a credit put spread is an insurance policy for people playing the stocks that gives me a little bit of profit for putting my money in the market. I don't really know how to explain a credit put spread. You may want to check it out. I use a lot of credit put spreads in my Robinhood account. I don't like to go long term in my credit put spreads because I think I can make more money doing the same thing over and over again based on what I think is going to happen long term. Now, here's the problem that GameStop created that nobody has been talking about yet. Okay. There has been a gazillion options traded. A gazillion. I mean, so many that I can't even begin to fathom the number of options. they were sold at very low prices because at one point GameStop was way down at $3. So there was options all the way down to 50 cents that are still available. Then they raised the price all the way up to 400. So now all those options in between were bought up and sold and bought, and all the moves were made from now. And you got to look at the ticker all the way to 2023. I mean, you can look at the trade contracts all the way to 2023. You can buy and sell from 50 cents to well over $400. Whether you want to sell a put or a call, there's prices on everything. That leaves a long period of time for a very big spread. I see GameStop being in play for a long time. I don't see it in the news for a long time. When it's out of the news is when it's going to be a lot of in the middle plays to be made on this stock. I believe credit put spreads on low value, on low strike prices is a good move on this stock, on Fizz, on there's a whole bunch of stocks out there that they're pumping up right now, and that's fine that they're pumping them up because they want to stick it to the man. My job in life is very simple. I have a strong faith that I am to glorify God, and I get to do the best thing I can for me and my family. I don't need to stick it to the man. I don't need to go down in the history books as the guy that stuck it to the man, because ain't nobody going to remember me anyway. Okay? I got to do what's best for me and my family, and I'm looking for safe plays at my age. I'm 55 years old. I don't need a YOLO. I had my YOLO. Okay? My YOLO was when I invested in myself and built my company. That was my YOLO. Never understood the YOLO thing. You only live once. I know it's a big thing for the new kids, for this new generation. Being close to Vegas, I see that they save up thousands of dollars to go sit at the bottle table in a club. Being this close to Vegas and going to Vegas, I see the nightlife activity. And then, listen, we had a nightlife activity too growing up. And I was big in the nightclubs. Big, guys. I went to places like the Key Club in Atlantic City, which was a big club. I mean, they had a glass dance floor. I've been in the nightlife thing. I lived that nightlife lifestyle. It's old for me. I'm old. I'm an old dog. So if I do it, it'll be something like boomers riding Wall Street bets, coattails on a YOLO. That's going to be the kind of topics that I have, because how I ride their coattails will be pretty safe. To give you an example, I was looking at this last night. Now, because of pre-market and the numbers can change drastically between now and Monday, but I was looking at something like when an expiration of this coming Friday, if you have one of the put spreads that I seen was for a strike price of if I have a strike price of 17 on my sell and 16.50 on my buy, there's 6 cents to be made for every $50 I put up. That's more than 10% it's more than 10% return on my investment in 5 days. The chances of profitability on that have to be well over 98%. There is a chance for me to lose. I don't know if it'll give me a probability of hitting this. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if it shows me what my profitability is on it. No, it does not show me the profitability of this. Sorry. But my profitability on that particular type of trade has to be about 98% this week. What it's saying is that for me to lose money, my break even would be 17 minus 6 be 1694. My break even would be 1694. So basically, what would have to happen for me to lose money is for the stock price of GameStop to be 1693 or less on Friday. Not a Friday, not 5 Fridays from now, this coming Friday. The chances of me making that are good. But because all this action is on this stock, that option is available. That trade's available. I'll probably be making some kinds of trades like that going forwards. There is, if you wanted to go real long in the stock, if you took this all the way out, the same trade all the way out to, say, January 20th of 2023, and you went to, if you did January expiration date January 2023 with a strike price of, on a credit put spread of 3/2, which is meaning I would sell it at $3 and buy it at $2, means this stock would have to be almost worthless for me to lose money. If I put up $100, they will give me $35 at the time I make the trade. A 35% return on my money. 35% return on my money for a 2-year investment. It's like a CD. I got $1,000 I want to put in the CD at the bank. They're going to offer me 4%. I got $1,000. I'll put it into this 3-2 credit put spread, and I'm going to get 35% up front. They give it to me now. I get the credit up front. So I would $35. I would get if I did $35. If I did $1,000 in, $350. I would own that position for $650. I don't think GameStop ever sees $3 ever. There's too much money in the company. If they raise capital right now because of their evaluation, they could easily make this stock worth $30 forever. This is an anomaly that they'll be writing about and teaching about for years to come. But there are, Scott says it won't drop that low. Too many retail traders will still hold. I understand that. That's why I'm looking at these types of trades, because these kids got these diamond hands. Well, those diamond hands are going to make me a couple of pennies. I appreciate it. I'll pick up your scraps. I don't mind, because my family eats very well off of your scraps. I understand that you're young and you want to fight and take out the man and all that. That man is still going to be around. You ain't going to take him out. You may change the game a little. You may make them have to make smarter computers, but I don't see where you're ever going to take down the man. Our society doesn't allow for those kind of things. You may you may be able to change some things, but I don't see the man coming down. Sorry. Maybe that's my old ass boomer thinking. I have gone over the 30-minute mark. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'll give you a real brief where I'm at with the company. Amazon still going. Don't know if I'm going to get suspended. I've had a few more people approach me and tell me, don't worry about it. We've gotten similar things. And it's kind of a warning, straighten up and fly right, which I have done. I did that before they even spoke to me. I had started that. I have one main email address for them to communicate with me through. I have started setting up my rules on it. I have my company email address set up, cleaned out, and I have started to switch some of my accounts from my personal account that are business related into my business email address. Meaning I'm going in and changing the email address on file. This will take some time to do, but it needs to get done. And with that, I think I'm out of here. I may come back later and talk about stocks because I got to tell you, I am fascinated by this GameStop situation. I am fascinated that these fat old billionaires sitting around smoking their cigars got caught with their pants down. I really thought they were smarter than that, and I really thought their computers were smarter than that. So I'm really, really interested in this. So it's something I'll probably be talking a lot about. As always, man, God loves you. Lord knows I'm trying. I keep trying to get this ending right, and I can never end it so it ends right. You got to get off your ass and subscribe. And by the way,